Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hobbits. Today, joined by
Plena.
Checking out some more beer that got sent to us from Royal Unibrew / I guess now Kissmeyer. Everything came in one box, but all of them are from Royal Unibrew. It was the same box with the Anarchist beers that we tried.
But this doesn't say Royal Unibrew anywhere.
Well, it doesn't. Theodosius doesn't either, but it's owned by them. So Anders Kissmeyer is a brewer that I have a lot of respect for. He was one of the first kind of pioneers on the Danish scene. He helped start Nørrebro Bryghus, if you heard about that. And Nørrebro Bryghus back in the day made some pretty freaking fantastic beers. Very talented guy. So he has his own brand. He started after he was not involved with Nørrebro anymore, called Kissmeyer. Yeah. But then he sold his brand to Royal Unibrew, and that's when things started changing a bit. So I've had some of the beers brewed under the Royal brand or whatever, and I don't know. I don't feel like they were as good as some of the ones I've had from him when he was on his own. Okay. But I don't know. That might just be me. But it's also been. I mean, it's not. It's never been. He's also been making good beers, but he's never, to me personally, made beers where I've been like completely mind blown. Some of the stuff though he's made, like the collab he did with Hill Farmstead called Nordic Saison. At least the Hill Farmstead version was amazing, mind blowing, great beer. But we'll see how these are. I've had one of these too, but today, guys, we're looking at two beers from Kissmeyer. We're looking at the Stockholm Syndrome Double IPA, cool, and the Eclipsed Kiss. So always referencing kissing and kiss. It's funny, but it makes sense. So Eclipsed Kiss is an American-style stout that is dry, roasty, with a hoppy, floral, and chocolatey aroma, and a distinct but smooth bitterness. And Stockholm Syndrome, I can't remember if Eclipsed Kiss was a beer he did already, but I remember that he did Stockholm Syndrome already, and it was a beer back in the day. It was pretty decent. It was a nice kind of West Coasty double IPA as far as I remember. So I will actually let you decide which one we start with. I mean, this one is 9.5%, this is 7.7%.
Usually, I think when we start with the stouts, sometimes they can be so overpowering that you can't really tell the notes.
Then we start with the IPA.
So we'll start with the IPA.
Stockholm Syndrome is a double IPA, 9.5%. So it's pretty much going to that triple IPA category. And this one is hopped with CTC, Green Bullet, Pacific Gem, Nelson Sauvin, Simcoe, Citra, and Amarillo. Columbus Tomahawk Zeus is CTC. And then malts are Pilsner, Pale Ale, Wheat Malt, Munich Malt, and then they also put sugar in, I guess, to boost the alcohol. And yeah, that's about it. But I actually like that they put in all the ingredients on there, on the label. And it pours a very orange color. And it's hazy.
Yeah. And
the new modern hip thing.
I like the hazy beers, so. there's plenty of carbon dioxide in it.
Yeah, I see something, but I also definitely see yeast floaties.
Or maybe that's it, yeah.
Let's check out the aroma. It doesn't smell super fresh, first of all.
No. That's not a lot of hobby characters.
No. I'm getting like lots of malt sweetness, like almost cloying malt sweetness, but 9.5% you need to use a shit ton of malt to get it up there. But there's definitely some hoppiness there. It's more aromatic than the Anarchist beers.
Yeah,
but it's still.
But I think it kind of gives you like a lemon, not lemon. What the fuck am I saying? A melon.
To me, it's grapefruit, but I'm just getting loads of malt. I don't know how fresh this bottle is. I mean, they sent it to me. Says it's best before the 11th of, or sorry, the 6th of November 18. So if they give a year's expiration date, they sent me a bottle from November. Yeah. Which is very old for IPA, but it has a bit of that tea leafy, but it smells very syrupy and cloying.
Okay.
It smells more like the old school IPAs that you did in the States a few years back. Ooh, I can smell the fog we're making in the air. But I mean, yeah, it smells like it's not super fresh, but other than that, like loads of sweet cloying malt to me, some grapefruit, some citrus, pine.
Yeah, and some honey melon.
Let's try it. Yeah. Cheers, and thanks to Kissmeyer / Royal Unibrew for the beer. Wow, it's bitter.
Very bitter.
And very sweet malt heavy. Like, really sweet malt heavy.
Yeah.
It's like a West Coast IPA that's lost a lot of the hop brightness.
A lot of it, yeah.
But I think that's because it's old.
that might be it. It's not very fruity at all.
And bear in mind, when we were reading this, I've only had this for about four weeks in my fridge. So,
Okay.
they probably just sent me an older bottle.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Really cloying on the sweet malt though, like too much. Like there's not like there's this huge charge of sweet malt, and then it's cut by the bitterness, which is kind of nice. And then it's just like bitter grapefruit pine on the aftertaste, like crazy, very scraping bitterness. But I'd say this is much better than the others, but it's just a bit too cloying for my personal taste. Well, let's move on to the 7.7% stout. If we did ABV wise, it would have made sense to start with this one actually. But this one is made with almost the same hops: CTC, Green Boat, Motueka, Pacific Gem, and Chinook. Malts are Pilsner, Munich, Pale Ale malt, and dark caramel, or pale and dark caramel malt. Sorry, chocolate and black malt and oats.
Hey,
it's supposed to be American style, so it can be a bit hoppy, I think. And
it's pitch black.
No, I'm getting some red notes,
Oh.
but it's pretty black, I'd say. There, you see the redness.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah,
but pretty much black. Tan looking at. Let's check out the aroma.
Oh,
very like
smells
actually
much
coffee.
better.
Yeah, it smells much better than the others.
So kind of coffee, dark chocolate, and
yeah, but there's definitely a kick of grassy hoppiness to it.
Mm.
It's stupid we use these glasses for this small amount of beer. It's hard to get the aromas, but hey, we're using royal glasses. But yeah, caramel, a little bit of toffee, but lots of hoppy, kind of grapefruity notes too as well. It smells like these super hop charged American stouts. Let's try it.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Not what I expected though. It's really chalky.
Kind of roasted.
Roasty and chalky. And then grassy hoppiness.
I think the chocolate as
the
well before
chalkiness
is not really there. The chocolate.
No, it's really roasted. And it's got a decent mouthfeel though. Like this one was like oily, but this one is like medium-esque, lightly chewy, but it's really dry, scraping the bitter chalky flavors I'm getting.
Yeah, it's not as complex as it smells.
No, but I think, yeah.
I have to admit, I'm a huge fan of like
chocolate,
the super cakey stouts.
This is not bad
and
at all.
this is not it. But it's not bad though.
No. I don't know. I'm not like.
It's just not as nice and sweet as I will
say both beers are better than the Theodor Schütz and Lotto beers and whatsoever, but I still don't think they're completely up to par with some of the other beers, at least that I've had from Kissmeyer in the past. I think they're a little bit more explosive in taste, but like you get an IPA that's old, and then a stout that's like, well, very roasty and chalky. If I had a stout like this, I in general I'm not a fan of like super dark beers with the hoppiness. If I'm getting dark beers that should be hoppy, like black IPA, for example, I'd like the black IPAs that are black but they taste like a regular IPA. I don't want all that roasty flavor with the hops. So I think I'm actually going to go straight 80 on both though.
Oh, I was,
not 80,
I was
78.
thinking where these are borderline 70, the old ones we had,
the
Anarchist, yeah, where those were borderline 70. Well, these are way beyond 80 for me.
Okay, not for me. I'd say 80 for both of them.
Yeah.
Too much cloying malt for my taste. Sweet malt. And this, I don't like the chalkiness and the roastiness, but still 80 is not a horrible grade. It's a decent beer.
Yeah.
So, decent beers, actually, yes.
Well,
but nothing I would go out of my way to get. But
I'm going to say 82 for this and 85 for this.
So, guys, let us know what you think of the Kissmeyer Eclipsed. This is this one. Eclipsed Kiss Stout, American Style Stout, and Stockholm Syndrome Double IPA if you had a chance to try them. I will still say for the new Royal Unibrew brands and whatnot, this is some of the better stuff. I will still not recommend that you check it out. I would still prefer that you guys check out some small craft brewery, proper local craft brewery. They're still making good beer. I saw a lot of the arguments online that these guys would make good beer and you should check them out from in craft beer forum, was that they had all the equipment to make it good. But just because you have good equipment doesn't mean you make good beer. At least what we can see with the other ones. But this is still decent beers. I would still say support something else because these guys are, well, Kissmeyer might be in it for the craft beer. I don't know. I mean, the guys behind these brands are brewing the beers are probably passionate, but the top guns owning the company, they're all about profit margins. I will still say, not bad beers, but I'd rather buy something else.
They're very decent. Yeah.
So, guys, that does it for the review.
And more interesting than Anarchist,
because that's pretty fucking boring. But guys, if you had a chance to try the Kissmeyer beers from Royal, let us know what you thought on them. Did you prefer Kissmeyer back in the day? Did you prefer Kissmeyer now? Or don't you give a hoot about Kissmeyer and want to drink something else? I guess I'm leaning towards that. But let us know, guys. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe. Check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And we're going to say cheers. We can make a black IPA now.
Oh,
see you guys in another beer review. Oh. Black IPA blend.
Cheers.
Why didn't we just do that?